Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to Card Review. This is the second installment of this series. Alright, so some of you guys will be asking what is card review. So basically, we'll look at a card specifically, and then we'll talk whether it's good or bad. Alright, so for this episode, I've leave a hint on my Facebook page, and then some of you guys have got it correct. So basically, this episode we're going to talk about Wings of Galaxy Metatron. Alright, so card summary. Basically, we have this guy as a card itself. So there's two active skill. So for one round, if two or more rolls of runestone are dissolved, team attack times 2. So this only counts for the first batch of runestone. Lower CD is 10. Second active skill is basically the fusion to whatever card that is going to fuse to. Leader skill, God attack times 2.5, and if ally is a god as well, multiplier increases to times 3. So this is basically the first ultimate stage card that gets a fusion, not only one but 5 different forms. Alright, so such a cool card, but then the main question is it worth it? Right, so let's take a look at the fusion Metatron stats and active skill. So active skill 1, we have a slight change. So for one round, if 2 rolls of runestone are dissolved, team attack times 2. 3 or more rolls dissolved, team attack times 2.5. So the same thing goes, first batch only. So second active skill is basically to turn a random roll of runestone into X runes. X meaning an attribute that you actually fuse Metatron with. Alright, so leader skill, there's a change as well. God attack times 2.5. If ally is a god, multiplier increases to 3.5 instead of 3. Alright, so some of you guys will be confused, might be confused, same as me when I first look at this card. So what counts as a roll? Alright, what counts as a roll? So if you look at this screenshot here, basically this counts as a roll. So a set of 3 horizontal runes will be counted as a roll. So you do not actually have to dissolve a roll of 6 runes. So 3 runes is more than enough. Right, so looking at this card in conclusion, you can see that if you focus on rolls, means chances of you making columns is lesser. So if rolls means no columns, if no column means you can't activate amelioration, right? And then if you don't play column means no Babylon. Is that the case? Right, so some of you might be screaming like, oh no, can't use Babylon. Or you guys will be commenting in the comment section like, no, that's not right, you can still play Babylon with it. Right, so well, if I play Babylon, I can just spin my runes this way. I can still achieve columns as well as rows. Alright, so if you're doing this, please stop doing that, you're a fool. That's not the way to play Babylon. Alright, so if you look at the screenshot on the right, you can see that there's actually 4 columns of runes. And this is how you're supposed to play Babylon. Alright, so if you look at the one on the left, that is 2 initial combo, and the one on the right is 4 initial combo. So please take note, combo matters, so do practice your combos. Alright, so speaking of Babylon, let's put Metatron in a Babylon deck as an example. Alright, so most of you guys watch my video, you can see that I use dual Ninata pretty often. Alright, so you know that my typical Ninata team members. Alright, let's just put slot this Fire Metatron in this Fire Babylon team, and let's take a look. Alright, so we got Ninata, we have Fire Metatron, Media, either Nerta or Scrooge as a team member depending on the battle scenario. And then you'll know that Fire Metatron is not my usual team member. Alright, so basically, who is the one that is supposed to take Fire Metatron's slot? Alright, it's actually Fusion Achilles. So we have a competition here, Fire Metatron or Fusion Achilles. Alright, so card comparison, let's take a look at their fusion. So basically, Fire Metatron upon fusion recovers full HP, whereas Fusion Achilles gets an extra attack of 1.5 after fusion. So it's just for after fusion for that one turn. Active skill wise, for one turn you get 2 rolls. For Fire Metatron, 2 rolls dissolve times 2 attack boost, 3 or more rolls times 2.5 attack boost. Alright, and it lasts for 1 turn. So for Fusion Achilles, active skill actually lasts for 2 turns. You turn enemy attribute to Earth, boost at fire attack to 2.25. So that actually lasts for 2 turns. So second active skill converts 1 row of fire for Fire Metatron, and for Fusion Achilles converts 2 columns of fire. And then you can see that there's another point in Fusion Achilles whereby there's a possible amelioration trigger. Alright, if you actually ameliorate to 4, there's a extra team attack boost of 10% if you dissolve columns below Fusion Achilles. Alright, so clearly we have a winner here. Fusion Achilles is definitely the better choice. Alright, so if you were to compare this to the fire counterpart, Water Metatron, Earth Metatron, to this Beowulf fusion, or this Darmuid Rosa Sister fusion, pretty much is the same scenario. Alright, so what about Light and Dark? Alright, Light and Dark, we can't really compare it with Minamoto or Lubu. So basically, this Metatron is still at the losing end. Alright, so this Light and Dark Metatron taking up 2 slots, you can see that these 2 slots are better off with 2 individual cards. So you can see that for Light, I actually give an example as Lisa plus Kijiro is actually pretty much the same, functions the same as Light Metatron. We have a booster and a converter. Alright, Lisa actually have a dual function. You either get a times 2 attack boost or you get a damage reduction of 80% depending on the combos that you made on that turn. Alright, so Lisa Keijiro combo will be much better than this Light Metatron. So what about Dark? Dark, basically you can see that I put Dark Counselor as well as an Amelioration for Shengong Bao, and you can see that it's pretty much outmatched this Dark Metatron as well. So in all case, in all these 5 attributes, sad to say that Metatron, there is still better cards out there. Alright, so to sum it up, Metatron is overall a good booster card if it's actually released in the earlier version of TOS. Alright, so kind of outcasted due to more superior card existing in the game already. Example, as I said, Achilles and Beowulf combination. I'm not saying that Metatron is a bad card, it's just that there is just better cards out there that could be easily replace this Metatron. Alright, so fusion partner active could be better after fusion, as you can see for Beowulf, let's say Beowulf and Scrubia's fusion. The Scrubia converts 2 columns at 100% rate for this when it's fused. Alright, and then focusing on rows, hence harder to trigger current amelioration, which is all columns. Alright, so maybe when TOS made a row amelioration, this card might have a comeback. Okay, so this marks the end of episode 2 card review for Metatron. So what do you guys think about this card? So whatever I mentioned in this video is basically my opinion, and I would like to hear from you guys as well. Okay, so leave it down in the comments below. Is Metatron a good card or not? Alright, and what card would you like me to review next? So leave it down in the comment as well. Alright, so with this, I'm gonna end this video right here. So thank you so much for watching, and then I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.